Hello, this is our review of problems involving segment midpoints. And since this is a review, be aware that we will be having a test over this material tomorrow. And during this video, the video may pause and ask you questions. So if you need to back up and see the diagram again and review it before answering the question, just pause the video, use your video controls, back it up so that you can review the diagram, and then keep going answering the questions. Let's look at this first problem. It says K is the midpoint of line segment JL in the diagram, and it wants to know what is the measure of the smaller line segment KL, which is this piece, and what is the measure of the entire line segment JL, which is the whole thing. So let's look at the information that they've presented with us and what that actually means and how we can figure this out. If K is the midpoint of line segment JL, what that means is that K is in the exact middle. And since K is in the exact middle, that means the two smaller line segments, line segment JK, and line segment KL, are equal. They're congruent because K is in the exact middle and it's breaking up the entire line segment into two equal parts. So since they are equal, J to K and K to L, now I also know the measurement of K line segment KL because they've already told me the measurement of line segment JK. When they put this 3 on top, they're telling me in the effect that the measure or the length of line segment JK from J to K is 3. And since they tell me that, and I know that the other little line segment K to L is congruent, then I now know K to L, or line segment KL, is also 3. Now, one way that they can tell us this information is by simply stating, like they did, that K is the midpoint of the entire line segment, or they can put what's called hash marks or tick marks on the diagram. For example, if they put one mark here and a similar mark on the other part, that means those two pieces are congruent. That means JK and KL are congruent line segments. They could also put a second, but they have to match. As long as they have a matching number of tick marks or hash marks, then that means that they are congruent. So they can say it by using the word midpoint, or they can show it on the diagram with the hash marks or tick marks. Now we know the answer to the first question. What is the measure of KL, since it was congruent to JK? So we know that that's 3. Now it wants to know what is the measure of the entire line segment JL. Well, we learned something prior to this called the segment addition postulate that said if you want to know the length of the entire line segment, you can add the two smaller pieces of it together. So if I add JK and KL, 3 plus 3, that gives me 6. So I now know that the measure of the entire line segment JL is 6. Let's look at example number 2. And it's the one that's got the hash marks in it already. It says use the diagram to answer the questions. So in this diagram, they're showing me that line segment AB is equal to 5, but they're also showing me that line segment BC is equal to line segment AB because they have a matching set of 2 tick marks on each of them. So since I know that AB is 5, I now know that BC is also 5. And now I can find the measure of line segment A to C, which is the last question, using the segment addition postulate where you add the two parts together and that gives you the total. So now I know that the measure of line segment AC is 10. Let's look at our third example. It says, use the diagram to answer the questions. What is the measure of AB and what is the measure of AC? And now I'm going to pause and let you actually answer those questions on your own. Now that you've had a chance to answer those questions on your own, let's check your answers and how you may have done this. It is a really good idea to draw your own diagrams so that you can work with the information and work with the numbers. But in this particular piece, it's telling me that the measure of line segment BC is equal to 10. It's also telling me that the line segment AB is congruent to BC because I have the matching tick marks. So since BC is equal to 10, I know AB is also equal to 10, and I can use the segment addition postulate to add my two smaller pieces together and get the length of the total piece. I'm going to go over here and look at my questions. It says, what is the measure of AB? Well, I've already got AB labeled. It's a 10. And what is the measure of AC? The measure of AC is 20. I also have that labeled. Let's look at the last problem on this video that deals with segment midpoints. This is problem number 4. It says, use the diagram to answer the questions, and it wants to know what is the measure of XY and what is the measure of YZ. Now this one's a little bit different, but you'll notice it still has those tick marks on them. So I'm going to pause and give you a few minutes to see if you can't figure out how this one might work. Now that you've had a little bit of time to try and figure it out, let's check your answers and see how you did. Since both line segment XY and y to z, the two smaller pieces, have the matching tick marks, we know that they are congruent, and we know that y is in the exact middle. We also know that the entire length of the line segment from x to z is a 16. So what I need to figure out is what can I add together to equal a 16? And remember, these two pieces need to be the exact same number since they're congruent. Well, you can do a guess and check like 5 plus 5 is 10 or 7 plus 7 is 14, and eventually you'll get to 8 plus 8, and 8 plus 8 is 16. So that means that the measure of both line segment XY and YZ is equal to 16, or you can think of it that I've got two equal pieces, so I can take 16 and divide it by 2, since they're equal pieces, and 16 divided by 2 is 8, so that means each piece needs to be an 8.